Okay, this is part two on countries where you can get residency, and you by just basically buying a property that will lead you up to citizenship. And some of these also are fast track programs, so it just depends on the country I'm going to be talking to you about. But again, some of these have the fast track programs. In fact, almost all of them have fast track programs and residency type programs. So uh, again, all countries just about have a residency program, but only a few have the fast track programs. But now some of these you want to shy away from because their tax laws are bad. And again, if you want to find out and understand how to pick these countries and do it well, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. Look at the top bar, the website where it says flag theory, and look at that, study that, memorize it. This is what you want to be looking for when you're selecting countries, so you don't waste your time doing an international move and then have to move again because you screwed up, didn't do what I'm going through in this video. Also, folks, if you can do us a big favor, we don't monetize this channel. If you can do us a big, big favor, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. And also, I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen here, and you'll get new videos automatically as they come out. And if you want to do more on this, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and ask for some help. Now, number 12, because we did the other 1 through 11 on another video, number 12 on here is Hungary. Now, let me tell you some advantages with Hungary and some disadvantages. Hungary does have good visa-free travel. The thing I don't like about it, it does tax worldwide income if you live there. And you're also going to have to pass the Hungarian language test to get the passport. These are the two big negatives. If it was me, you got a lot of ambition. You like learning other languages, and you don't mind socialism. This might be a country. This is not one I would pick. If this is one you pick, that's fine. But I don't like countries that have any type of socialism. I'm a big libertarian, and Hungary is going to have those negatives I just mentioned to you. So you're going to have to think about that before you go to this place. Now, you're looking at 500,000 euros in a property, and you can actually, this will lead up to citizenship. But again, you're going to have to put up with these negatives I just mentioned over with you. And to me, I can't deal with that. Number 13 is Colombia. Now, Colombia, I see a lot of people interested in Colombia. Let me tell you the problems with Colombia. To get the passport, you're going to have to physically move there for a while, and you're going to have to pay taxes on your worldwide income. Colombia is very inexpensive if you take the tax element out. But when you include the tax element in, it's not a cheap place to live, okay? Now, sure, you can pick your bags up and move before most countries it's 183 days. If you exceed that time period, they tax you on your worldwide income. The problem is, do you really want to be in a place that's going to tax you on your worldwide income? And Colombia does have visa-free to the Schengen countries. That's one thing that's nice. But if you don't mind living there for a while and then springing up and getting out of there before that time period comes up where they're going to tax you on your worldwide income, fine. I don't like doing that myself, but if you like doing stuff like that, you like the country, this might be an option for you. One thing I will tell you, I would not personally move to Colombia even if they had good tax laws, and I'll tell you why. When I was in Panama, I lived in Panama for 4 years. We had loads of people from Colombia coming to Panama. I knew 5 people that had lived in Colombia at least 5 years, okay, that were in Panama. Every one of those 5 people had either been robbed or kidnapped. 2 had been kidnapped. One guy got kidnapped from FARC, and he was on the back of one of these. Well, I'll tell you the story real quick. He was in a compound. This guy was very wealthy. He had a long-distance carrier company in Colombia. He was actually from Mississippi. I had a real Southern accent. I actually picked up his accent in a phone in a mall one time and started talking and found out he was from Mississippi. And I asked him how he got up to, ended up in Panama. He said he used to live in Colombia, and he had this compound that had barbed wire fence around his house and everything. And one night, a gang of guys came over and cut the barbed wire fence and basically kidnapped the guy. And he was kidnapped for about 11 days. And he finally, everybody went to sleep on the back of the truck. And he said he just fell off real quietly while it was running, while the truck was running. He was in the middle of the jungle. And he got back and he left, immediately he left Colombia. He didn't want to be there anymore. And he moved to Panama. But everybody I've talked to that's been there, I'm talking about at least 5 years continuously. These people lived there. They weren't popping in, popping out. They lived there for at least 5 years, okay? All of them got robbed or either kidnapped, okay? And the crime rate is really bad there. And if I was you, I would not be going there, not just because of that, because of the tax reasons. But if you want to go here, you're looking at 117,000 roughly, because they base it on the currency they've got there, but roughly around 117,000 US dollars. But again, is it worth taking a chance on your life? I personally would not live there. Okay, and I've had people that come back on my video, oh, it's not bad, then go there. If you feel that way, then go there and then find out for yourself. That's what I would do. Now, the next number 14 is Brazil. Don't like Brazil because their tax laws. They've got really, really bad tax laws. You're also going to have to learn Portuguese to get the passport, and you will have to physically move there to get the passport. If you're one of these guys, again, that doesn't mind socialism, doesn't mind high taxes, and you've got this energetic feel to go in and learn Portuguese, go do it, okay? But like I said, if you're a libertarian and you don't like high taxes, you don't want to go here. And I've told people this too, people that like Argentina, same way. That's not on this list here, but this is what you don't want to be doing. You don't want to be going to countries that tax you on your worldwide income. And Argentina is another one. And again, Brazil's number 14. Now, with this, you're looking at around 140,000 US. Now, these places, you think they're cheap. 140,000 is pretty, and that's for real estate. That's not going in and giving money to the government. But the fact is, you're going to be paying out of your butt if you're a high net worth person. So does that make it cheap? No, I'd say it's very, very expensive place to live because they're going to tax you out of your butt. So is it worth doing that? I'd say no. You can go to cheap places where you have territorial tax systems, okay? We've got tons of videos on great places other than these right here that I'm going through. Now, I'm not knocking all these out. There's some of these that are good. Number 15 is Cambodia. Now, Cambodia, the only thing I don't, there's several things I don't like about Cambodia. One is they tax you on your worldwide income. If you live there, and I've had some people say, well, they don't enforce it. Well, I wouldn't be going to a country, okay? Why don't you pick a country that has good tax laws instead of going to one that you think doesn't enforce it, okay? Cambodia is a very inexpensive place to live, but it does tax worldwide income. And, to me, I just don't like that. I like living in a country where you don't have any sort of inexpensive place to live if you take taxes out. If you don't take taxes out of the picture, no, it's not cheap. If you're declaring the taxes each year on your tax form. So, I mean, I personally would not do it. You're looking around 100,000 to go in a property and get residency that leads up to citizenship here. Now, Anguilla is another one. This is one I like. Okay, I like this one, and I'm going to tell you a lot of advantages with Anguilla. Anguilla's got, I'm going to tell you something. I thought Cayman Islands had pretty beaches. They don't beat Anguilla's. Anguilla's got the prettiest beaches. I haven't seen any of them anywhere in the Caribbean as pretty as Anguilla. Any of the pictures you see of beautiful beaches, they're usually in Anguilla, okay? Anguilla's got no income tax, no capital gains tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax. And another thing, it's a British overseas territory. So once you get this passport, which is typically around after 5 years, you get the citizenship here. You're in the Caribbean, so you're looking at 6 to 7 years because everything's slow. But then you can apply for a British passport, which is one of the best passports in the world, and still not have to live in the UK. Okay. Now this is a great little pathway, and I would put it in the flag theory. This is one you want to look at in the flag theory. Okay. And the thing is too, why a lot of people don't take advantage of this, I don't know, because you don't have to live there all the time. You can go there, get your residency set up, and then take off and leave if you want to. But man, the weather is so good. And it actually is real close to St. Kitts and Antigua. You can almost see these countries, they're so close. But again, that's number 16. Now, this one has a hefty price of $750,000 US. But look what you're going to get from all that. The possibility of a British passport, okay? And I mean, it's got everything, and no income tax, no capital gains tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax. And that's the key. And so, it's got a lot of benefits there. But I would definitely put this at the top of my list right here. All right, number 17 is the Cayman Islands. Cayman Islands is another one. It's a British overseas territory where if you get residency here, get the citizenship and passport, then you can apply for a British passport. And this has got a lot of, and I'll tell you something about the Cayman Islands. It's probably got the best health care of any of the Caribbean islands. It's got tremendous, they've got some, I think one reason there's so many wealthy people, they demand really good health care, and they got it. They got the heart surgeons, they got everything, okay? So this is something that you ought to look at. And one thing I like about the Cayman Islands is the beaches are really nice. Not quite like Anguilla, but they're pretty darn close. I mean, it depends on which part of the island you go to. But there's so many neat things about the Caymans. I would go and visit there and look around before you make a decision. Now, you're looking around 2.4 million. This is the disadvantage. You're going to have to invest this much in a property. So this is something you're going to have to think about. But again, the British passport is a possibility for that after you get the overseas passport. Now, let's look at number 18, which is Curacao. They spell it funny. It's Curacao, but it's pronounced Curacao. The thing I don't like about Curacao, it's a beautiful place, man. I'll tell you, it's the water there is just beautiful. It's got a real pretty hue to it. The thing I don't like about Curacao is it's got bad tax laws there. They tax you on your worldwide income. This is the thing I don't like. If they would end and have a territorial tax system, you would be able to get a lot more people that would go there. But again, it's located in the Caribbean. It's a constituent country of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. And this is one reason the taxes are so high. And, this is the issue with it. But you're looking at an amount that you would spend of $280,000 US in a property. All right, number 19 is Cyprus. All right, now this is one I like. Let me tell you why. The visa-free travel is good. The only thing I don't like is part of the EU. And although Cyprus is a libertarian type country, they are members of the EU. And so this is a problem that you've got is what happens if Cyprus comes out with this citizenship-based taxation? But I'll tell you that Cyprus will fight it, just like Malta's fighting the EU right now on their fast track program, and I think they're going to come through this as a true winner because Malta I think they would literally almost break away from the EU. They want to have their fast track citizenship program, but Cyprus has got a non-dom program like Malta does, and just like Ireland's got. And Cyprus, you can get the passport in about 6 years if you invest in a property. You can about get your income taxes to zero because they've got a non-dom system that, and I would put this in the flag theory. This one I would put in the flag theory. And they would tax you on remittances. So it depends on how much you remit is, what your taxation is. So, the key is, and there are ways you can bring in money before you get the residency there and set up an account. And then that money was in before the non-dom program started. So, it's already in. You don't have to remit it, okay? Ireland's got a system like that too. But they do have a lot of visa-free travel, countries that you can go to with this passport. And the only thing I don't like is the non-dom system only lasts 17 years, but you can take off and leave after you get the passport. Go to Ireland, which Ireland doesn't have. It has a non-dom system, but it's perpetual. It doesn't have a limitation like 17 years like Cyprus does. The only thing is Cyprus has got a lot nicer weather than you're going to get in Ireland by any means. Now, the minimum investment here is 300,000 euros in a property. The only thing I don't like here is the property has to be new. Okay, and the thing I like about St. Kitts, you can get a property anywhere as long as it qualifies for the home program or is in a qualified citizenship zone. Okay, but that home program can be anywhere in the whole country. as long as approved for citizenship by the Board of Governors of St. Kitts, okay? Now, again, this is 300,000 euro, but you're going to have to buy a new property, and you're very limited in what you can get. But I still would put this in the flag theory, and I would be putting this in your list of countries to look for. One of the best in our list of the countries that have the most visa-free travel with great tax laws. All right, number 20 is Namibia. This is a country that's in Africa. They've got it's one of the few countries in Africa that has a territorial tax system. And I would put this in the flag theory list, okay? This is one you ought to consider. I do like this one. The visa-free travel is not all that great, but, you know, it's got a lot of benefits. It's you're looking at real good tax laws with their territorial tax system. And, you know, it does allow dual citizenship. So these are some things that I do like about it. Now, it is one of the safest countries in Africa. And you're looking at here around, it's 365,000 US to invest in a property here. So, I mean, these are the countries that I would be considering if you're looking at wanting to get residency and you want to invest only in a property and that's it. You don't have to work there. You don't have to jump hoops other than just invest in a property, and you can get the citizenship down the road. These are the ones that I told you that would qualify under the flag theory. These are the ones I'd be looking for. If you want to know more on this, folks, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. And do us a big favor. We don't monetize this channel. If you like our video, give us a thumbs up. And also, if you want to get more videos like this, quick hit our subscribe button here, the right of your video, and you'll get new videos as soon as they come out. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.